Hello, good afternoon, friends. Today we start the heterogeneous catalysis, that is reduction. In the reduction, we are discussing about the heterogeneous catalyst. Now, in the heterogeneous catalyst, the hydrogenation, catalytic hydrogenation is carried out in presence of catalyst as a metal catalyst. So, the heterogeneous catalysis means the reaction in which reactant and the catalyst are not present in the same phase. Means if there is a reaction is present in the liquid state, means reactant present in the liquid state and the catalyst in the solid state. So these are in different phase. Therefore, such a catalysis is called heterogeneous catalyst. Now, for example, carbon-carbon double bond is reduced, catalytic hydrogenation by using the palladium, nickel, Raney nickel, by using platinum as a metal catalyst. So this reaction is called catalytic hydrogenation. Means here hydrogenation of alkene. Now in hydrogenation or catalytic hydrogenation of alkene is carried out by using palladium, platinum, nickel, Raney nickel. Now if this platinum, palladium or nickel is used, then temperature is 150 degrees Celsius, means at high temperatures. And if we use a Raney nickel, then the temperature is at the room temperature. The reduction is carried out near about 45 degrees Celsius. Means only heating conditions gives the reduced product, that is CH3. So catalytic hydrogenation. So in presence of this reagent is called catalytic hydrogenation, and as the compound and the catalyst, that is reactant and catalyst, is present in different phase, these are called the heterogeneous catalyst reactions. Okay, let's see more example of the alkene which is to be reduced. Now PH and double bond C H PH. This is also reduced by using H2 in presence of Raney nickel. It forms PH and H CH2 PH. So this product is obtained by catalytic hydrogenation of the imine. Okay, then another example, CO, C double bond O, OH. Now cis carboxylic acid by using H2 and the palladium as a catalyst, then there is addition occur in cis manner, COOH, COOH. Now hydrogen, so both the hydrogen attach on the same side. There is hydrogen, there is another hydrogen. So this product is obtained by this reaction. Now we can write this as COOH H, and here is also H. So this product is obtained by using this hydrogenation. So the reactivity order of alkene, so carbon-carbon double bond of ethylene, ethene is reduced faster than monosubstituted double bond, then disubstituted double bond, both the substituents present on the same carbon, then disubstituted cis, and then reactivity order of trans, then trisubstituted alkene, and last the reactivity order of tetrasubstituted alkene. So this is the reactivity order or the catalytic hydrogenation in case of the alkene. Now let's see the mechanism of catalytic hydrogenation. In catalytic hydrogenation, the catalyst is a solid, and on the solid surface the hydrogen gas is passed. So this hydrogen gas is adsorbed on the solid metal surface. Suppose this is the solid metal surface of catalyst, and on this surface the hydrogen get adsorbed, so that in the catalyst surface the hydrogen are get bounded to this catalyst surface, and from the other side, if there is carbon-carbon double bond get comes, then this get attached to other side of the catalyst, and then finally there is addition of this hydrogen take place. Across carbon, and finally breaking of this catalyst surface to add these two hydrogen across this carbon-carbon double bond. So means the catalytic hydrogenation occur on the metal surface, and on the metal surface the hydrogenation occur. Now next, hydrogenation of alkyne. Let's see the hydrogenation of alkyne. Hydrogenation of alkyne. Now hydrogenation of alkyne occur in two ways, by using linear catalyst or by using the sodium in liquid ammonia. Okay, so first we discuss the linear catalyst. R C triple bond C R plus H2, and linear catalyst, that is palladium or calcium carbonate, palladium and calcium carbonate, lead acetate in presence of quinoline. Here the formation of cis alkene HH. Cis alkene is obtained from the alkyne by using linear catalyst. This is called as the linear catalyst. Palladium, calcium carbonate, lead acetate, and quinoline is linear catalyst. Okay. Now, if the same reaction is carried out by using sodium in liquid ammonia, then this gives the trans-alkene. So here the hydrogenation of alkyne in presence of linear catalyst gives the cis-alkene, and hydrogenation by using the sodium in liquid ammonia gives the trans-alkene. So let's see the here the protonation on double bond, triple bond take place with the ammonia. So protonation with NH3. So NH3 gives the proton to the addition of across carbon-carbon triple bond. So let's see the mechanism of these reactions. R C triple bond C R. Here is sodium metal. Sodium metal transfer the electron on this carbon, then formation of C minus. So here is R C minus double bond Cr. So radical and carbanion is generated so that there is a less steric hindrance between the negative charge and radical, so that these get arranged in such a way that these are trans to each other. So here is the radical formation. Now there is less repulsion between this sodium transfer electron. There is formation of carbanion. Now there is less repulsion between carbanion and carbon radical. Therefore they approaches in opposite directions. Then the protonation takes place from the ammonia. The negative charge species takes the proton, formation of NH2 minus, and NH2 and Na from the soda amide, NaNH2. Then RCH double bond Cr, and here is radical. Again another sodium transfer electron and to form the C double bond C, R negative charge, here is RH. Again there is protonation from the liquid ammonia, NH3. This takes the proton, NH2 minus, and again there is minus NaNH2. Formation of RCH double bond CRH. Transalkene formation takes place by using sodium in liquid ammonia. The proton are from the ammonia. So protonation takes place by using the ammonia. Now let's see more example of the hydrogenation by using the heterogeneous catalyst. So pH, CH3, CH3 by using H2PD. So there is hydrogenation of this double bond to form the pH, CH3, CH3, HH. This product is obtained as a catalytic hydrogenation takes place. So stereo specific product is obtained from this, or the meso product is obtained. The next example, the steric hindrance approach. For example, the steric approach is controlled in the addition of reactions. Let's see the example. Tertiary butene H. Now here is addition of hydrogen, that is instead of hydrogen we take deuterium, then the product obtained is tertiary butene H. Now as the tertiary butene from the downside, therefore the exo addition of deuterium takes place and to form this product. Now if tertiary butyl present on this side of the double bond H, then the addition of deuterium in presence of PDC occur from the endophase, tertiary butyl, then the addition of deuterium occur from the endophase, and if tertiary butyl away from the double bond, then it occur from the exophase. Okay, so that means there is a steric approach or a steric control hydrogenation takes place. If there is a bulkier group approaches from the same side of the double bond, then the endo additions take place, and if the tertiary butyl away from the carbon-carbon double bond, then exo addition of hydrogen takes place. So here we take the deuterium for this purpose. Okay, next example of catalytic hydrogenation. H2PDC. Now here sterically less hindered uh, double bond is reduced. Then next example, COO minus H2PDC. Again, the exo double bond is reduced faster than the endo double bond. So this is endo double bond and this is exo carbon-carbon double bond, and therefore it get easily reduced. COO minus. Instead of this double bond, the exo double bond get reduced easier than the endo carbon-carbon double bond. Then the conjugated carbonyl group get also reduced by using the catalytic hydrogenation in presence of PDC. PDC and hydrogen. So here the carbonyl group remain as it is, only the carbon-carbon double bond get reduced by using PDC. So conjugated carbonyl group get reduced to, means unsaturated carbonyl group reduced to saturated carbonyl compounds. Okay, then let's see another type of example. PH double bond, triple bond, double bond, and here is CO2Me in presence of palladium and calcium carbonate H2. Now this is a linear catalyst, and here carbon-carbon triple bond, this carbon-carbon triple bond get reduced to carbon-carbon double bond and cis alkene is obtained. So there is formation of cis alkene of this carbon-carbon triple bond. Then this it remain conjugated double bond. Then again CH2. Then again there is double bond. There is also double bond. This double bond, and here is PH double bond CO2Me. So this two alkene is formed from the two alkyne group by using linear catalyst. So there is cis alkene obtained by using the linear catalyst. Now next point, haptophilicity. Now in haptophilicity, if there is a functional group present on adjacent position या allylic position of the double bond, then there is a from the same site, the hydrogenation occur from the same site of the functional group. So that is called as the haptophilicity. In the haptophilicity, the hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen occur from the same phase as that the functional group present on the allylic position. So let's see the example. Here is R. Now here is double bond. Now this R group, CH2R group present upside, then here hydrogenation is carried out by using PDC. Now if here is a functional group like alcohol OH, NH2, COOH, then the catalytic hydrogenation take place in the same phase as that of, means here hydrogenation occur across this carbon-carbon double bond in the same phase of the functional group, means here the hydrogen is present along the same site, or another isomer is obtained in which hydrogenation occur from the opposite phase. So if R group is CH3, then this isomer is 42% and this is 58%. Now if R group is OH, then this isomer is 92% and this is only the 8% product is obtained. Means if R group is OH, then the functional group, that is OH, present on off side, therefore hydrogenation also occur from the same phase of the functional group. This effect is called as the haptophilicity. It's called haptophilicity. Now the order of haptophilicity is in the order of CH2, NH2 having more reactivity order occurring the same phase hydrogenation, then CH2, OH, then next group is COO minus carboxylate, then next is acid COOH, and next is the amide CO to amine ester, sorry, not amide, ester. So this is the order of haptophilicity. If there is NH2 is present instead of R, then more the product is obtained of this cis isomers, and it is a trans isomers, means this alkyl group or the functional group and hydrogen on the same site, and this product is obtained as a maximum product. Okay, we will stop here. Thank you.